strike cell reported the presence of 2 adult males, one inside the vehicle and one outside the vehicle at the time of the strike. The cell initiated a review of their footage immediately following the report of civilian casualties and determined that a few partially obscured forms were briefly visible moving in the compound. This led to my initiation of an investigation within 24 hours of the strike. A comprehensive review of all the available footage and reporting on the matter led us to a final conclusion that as many as 10 civilians were killed in the strike, including up to 7 children. At the time of the strike, based upon all the intelligence and what was being reported, I was confident that the strike had averted an imminent threat to our forces at the airport. Based upon that assessment, I and other leaders in the department repeatedly asserted the validity of this strike. I am here today to set the record straight and acknowledge our mistakes. I will end my remarks with the same note of sincere and profound condolences to the family and friends of those who died in this tragic strike. We are exploring the possibility of ex gratia payments. And I'll finish by saying that while the team conducted this strike,
They probably killed him on purpose, sorry.
with the honest belief that they were preventing an imminent attack on our forces and civilian evacuees, we now understand that to be incorrect.
Sorry.
With that, I'm ready to take your questions.
Thank you, General. Tom.
General, this is a complete and utter failure. Can you explain how this possibly could have happened?
Well, so this particular strike, it certainly was a terrible mistake, and we certainly regret that. And I've been very clear that we take full responsibility for it. At the same time, we were carrying on a number of complex operations designed to defend ourselves. We conducted a strike a couple of days before up in Nangarhar. It was very successful. We conducted other operations across the battle space to defend ourselves during this very difficult 48-hour period when so many imminent threats were manifest. So while I agree that this strike certainly did not come up to our standards, and I profoundly regret it, I would not qualify the entire operation in those terms.
Will anybody be held responsible?
We are in the process right now of continuing that line of investigation, and I have nothing for you now because that involves personnel issues.
Please identify yourself and your outlet when you ask your question, Dave.
CBS News. So you said that you started following this car after it showed up at a place associated with ISIS. In retrospect, was that place associated with ISIS? And this was described as an over-the-horizon strike, which is what the U.S. is going to be relying on from now on in Afghanistan. So what does this incident say about the reliability of future strikes?
Over-the-horizon strikes.
In Afghanistan.
Sure, David. So I'll take the first part of your question and begin with that. So point 1 on the map, we do assess very definitely associated with ISIS-K. In fact, a little less than 24 hours later, rockets will be launched from that point against the airfield. So we have very good intelligence to make us think point 1 on the map was in fact an area where ISIS was centered. So I think that was a very good intelligence support that
We're going to leave it there.
The second part of your question about
So sorry for all the deaths.
will affect future OTH operations.
I don't think we need to keep doing this. My babies are home. I got to go talk and have fun with them now.
Self-defense rules and engagement
Big timer!
on an imminent threat to attack us. That is